Hello everyone, and welcome back to Super Hostile Legendary. And it's been quite some time, hasn't it? It's been, gosh, I don't even know how long. This series ended up getting paused a while back, and mainly because of the lack of time, but we're now back, and we're ready to start kicking some more ass again here in Legendary. The last video I just checked went live on the 1st of May, and we are now on the 25th of August. So, for the sake of a week, it's been gone 3 months, pretty much, maybe even 4 actually, 4 months. So, it's been too long. I did briefly check out my last episode just to see what it was that I did, what we did last. And it turns out what we did last is we had conquered the Caves of Confusion and taken that area out fully. There is nothing more left for us to check out there. And we found the Victory Monument area again for the second time, because we found it through the railway shortcut first. And that was pretty much all we did. We didn't do too much more than that. Now, what I think the first thing we need to do is pretty much move all of my supplies and items forward and establish a base in this place, in the Home of Victory here. So I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to do for a base idea, and the idea I really am inclined to try at the moment is to try and build in all of these walls. We kind of have a platform here, we have something that we could build out from there, or I guess at the Victory Monument level, I suppose, is probably what would end up building at eventually. Yeah, kind of a couple of blocks up from this. There's a couple of monsters in here, nothing particularly threatening though. There's a skeleton there. Should keep an eye on that. I only have leather armor and an almost broken wooden sword, so one thing I want to do is I want to move all my stuff forward. I don't think we ever checked out what was over here, did we? We should probably do that. Let's kill... Whoops. You know what? The skeleton is the huge threat. Wherever he's at now. Yeah, right there. My reactions are a bit out of practice. Out. There we go. So this is the Victory Monument here. Yeah, we never investigated this section, did we? We should probably do that. Gravel, I do not trust. Don't have any torches on me. Wow, this is a big room. Does this make up for the Caves of Confusion? From what I recall, not really. You don't have to use this area, but I figured I'd save you some tedious digging and make some rooms for you. Okay, so we've got different types of trees. What looks to be the beginnings of a wheat farm here. That's good, actually. It means I won't need to bring all saplings and stuff with me, although I'll probably bring some. Here's a nice big lapis area here. I could use the lapis blocks for something. What have we got through here? Oh, hello. Oops. Some glitched out chat. Wow. Wow. What's in here? Well. Leather armor's not going to be a problem anymore. We've got a bed in here too. Okay. So, I think the first thing I want to do is... Yeah, there's no wood in those. Is actually head on out of here now. Now that we've investigated this. We never did determine if that was safe or not. Just gonna put that in there for now. See that? There's a strip of sand there. It's got lava dripping from it too. Okay, we'll have to keep that in mind then. Man, I don't have any stone. That's gonna be a problem. I was thinking, I wanted to make an axe, get rid of all these trees. So as I was saying, my base idea is going to be kind of carved into the wall. I thank Vex for that area, but I much prefer to take advantage of the natural beauty we have in this place and not just building big square rooms like I normally do. So the first thing I want to do is I want to get rid of all these dang birch saplings that are about the place. I'm going to bring some dirt with me. I'm going to head back to the East Commons, I think, because that's where all my stuff's at. And I'm going to come back with an axe, cut down all these trees, and I'm going to glowstone up the lake. I'm probably going to do that first, actually. I'm going to glowstone up the lake, and I can transfer supplies when it's nighttime. And then I'm going to, once I've cut all the trees down, I'm going to try and terraform this a little bit, make it a little bit flatter, less sort of covered in holes and stuff, and I'm going to put a wheat farm in here. Seeing as bread is going to be our stable food source for a while, if, you know, it makes sense, right? To make a wheat farm out here. And then I think I'll start work on the various pathways. There's some eggs in here. Please don't try and spread grass from there. Okay. There's eggs, chickens, but that's about it. There's nothing really worthwhile there. I suppose I could make a chicken farm if I really wanted to, but I don't know if cooked chicken is necessarily any better than bread is, to be honest. So yeah, to kind of get started here, probably throw in a couple of these lights too. Just make the area a little bit safer from all the monsters, because there's quite a number of them around for a victory monument area, and that's not something I'm particularly happy about. So that's what I think I'm going to do to start things off here, is I'm going to get some wood, clear out all the trees, or get some stone, sorry, clear out all the trees, light up the bottom of the lake, and then we can start work on our base, I guess. So I'm going to get right to it. Okay guys, so progress is going quite well. I have lit up the area as you saw in the pond. I also lit up the sort of area around the pond. I've terraformed it all with dirt, and I'm starting to get our wheat farm growing. Got some seeds in there, ready to go. And I'll harvest it and expand it as we go. My long-term objective is to have all of this be wheat eventually, so we'll have our food needs taken care of again. I've brought a bunch of stuff from the beaver home in the East Commons with us. I've not brought everything yet. I brought mostly all the useful stuff, but I will probably go back and pick mostly everything up as time goes here. But for now, I kind of wanted to work on something else, because going back and forth to the East Commons is quite a long journey. It's a very long journey, in fact, and it's not one that I enjoy making a lot, so one of the things I did bring with me, though, was some wood. I did want to start work with you guys together on some bridge action. And I was kind of deciding how I wanted to do this for the best. Oh yeah, and this is back before the wood changed directions, so I'll keep that in mind. So I want to make some of these slabs. Are these going to be the old pickaxe slabs, I wonder? Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, they're the old pickaxe slabs. So I was thinking of doing something a little bit like this, and then maybe with some fences. Where did I put my fences? In here. Maybe with some fences. A bit like that, maybe. Do I want it to continue like that? This is kind of a wall here, so that doesn't need to extend. Maybe that would make more sense to be extended, but then I would need a log underneath it, I'm pretty sure. Well, there we go. Yeah, I like that. And my idea with this is to basically go all the way to the other side, then I'm going to carve into the wall and go down, and that will connect up to the Victory Monument. Then I'm thinking about having like a storage column thing in here, and then that will go up, and then there'll be an exit to where the minecarts are, and then a bridge coming back across here, which is where the furnace stuff will be. For now, is what I'm thinking. And by the way, I'm not going to be doing all of this in one go. The base, that is. I'm going to kind of take my time with it. There's no rush. I can kind of add to it as we go. And there are certain things that we're going to have that I don't actually have access to yet. For example, enchanting, potion brewing, things like that. For a tree farm, for wood, I mean, we're not going to need wood for a while. Let me say that, first and foremost. For a tree farm, I think we're going to put it inside the room Vex provided, because a tree farm can be kind of messy and a bit disorganized. So I think I'm going to move that into where Vex had that area set up for us. So it's a good thing I brought a lot of this wood with me. So I kind of want to go with a mostly oak theme. We may incorporate some of the other types of wood for some of the structures that we're going to build in this area. We've also still got to figure out what we want to do with regards to lighting for this. In fact, it's actually becoming nighttime. How convenient. So obviously nothing will spawn here by default. That's not really the concern. But my concern is that as time goes, it's going to get really dark and be fairly unpleasant. So here's an idea I had for lighting. If we go 1, 2, 3, and then on the next one, so right here, on the 4th one, we put a log, and the same thing over here. Break that, and we put that down. Here's something I was wondering. Here's my glowstone blocks. I don't have many glowstone blocks left. I only have 11. I do have pumpkins, though. But I kind of want to use glowstone for this. I could probably scrounge up some more from somewhere if I looked. Maybe one of the chambers or caverns that we've been in has some glowstone that I could take. I mean, I could probably steal some from the rail line if I got desperate. Now, do I have any trapdoors pre-made? No. Nope. No, I don't have any. Now, I'm going to take advantage of the birch wood that we have, because I'm not going to be using birch. I can say that right now. For those bridges and stuff, I'm not going to be using birch. So, what I can actually do instead is make a bunch of trapdoors out of them. I guess I'll keep these for now. And what I would like to do is kind of do this. I could do the lamps. The thing is with doing the redstone lamps, though, and the thing that kind of stops me from using those, is you need to power them somehow. And I can't think of a nice way of powering them that is necessarily going to look good, you know. I like that. It's not too clunky either. And you can kind of look out over what we have here, which looks really nice. I do like that a lot. I think that's what we're going to go with lighting wise. Do need to get some light up on the top of that. I've been noticing some mob spawns up there. I mean, as we look around the main area though here, aside from perhaps some odd places up there like where those guys have spawned, and I'm not going to manually go through and clear all of that out unless I really need to. Aside from that, this area is looking pretty safe now. I feel pretty safe and pretty comfortable. I've had a couple of close scrapes, mainly through my own fall damage situations. I also got blew up by a creeper up there, but I didn't die from it. So we had a close encounter there. But I do like that for a bridge design, I think. That's what we're going to go with. And we're going to extend that all the way across. I don't have any vines, nor do I know if I'm going to get any vines to be able to hang off of this. It would be really nice to have some vines hanging off the bridge. But if we don't get any, then obviously I can't have any, and that's just the be all and end all of that. So that's kind of my plan right now, is just to finish off this, and then we'll probably have to start and figure out what I want to do in terms of storage. I was thinking of doing something, well here, let's do this simply. I was thinking of doing something tall, kind of, I want to carve it into the cliff. I don't have any of my TNT with me. That must be at the intersection 2 house, which I could pick up. It just means a longer trip through these commons. But I don't really want to mess around with TNT in this area too much because of sandstone's low blast resistance. I kind of just want to do it the old-fashioned way with picks for now. We're out of those again. But yeah, I was thinking of doing something sort of tall and elongated. Might have some like fence posts stacked into the wall. I don't know if I would want to frame it per se with wood. I think it would look better just as it is on its own. And then I could kind of integrate maybe a wooden floor or something. That's where I might, you know, use a different colour of wood, maybe spruce, for example. If I have some spruce. I don't think I brought any with me, but I could do that. And then I could have like chests stacked up, is what I'm thinking. And then maybe have some fence posts either side with some signs on. So we don't have any item frames in this version. That was before item frames as time, so we've got to be creative. There's a challenge involved now with this because we don't have a lot of the modern features that we're all used to. Like item frames, for one. Is that enough? Just perfect. And I can run these fences along all the way into the wall. I'll come back and do the lighting later. That's not a big deal. So if I get myself some more of these, I can continue with the... I also need some more fences. I can continue with the bridge and at least get that done. Oops. There we go. So yeah, I'm going to keep that in mind as I'm building here, that I don't have access to all the modern features. But I think that's kind of cool in a way that we can sort of build without all of those and see if we can make something that looks, you know, good. I mean, it's not going to look brilliant like some of the builds that people make today. That's just because there's a lot more features now to build with. Things like cobblestone walls and stuff like that just simply didn't exist back then. And even if we were on a future version, we still wouldn't have access to them because I don't have a whole lot of cobble yet. So that's not really a concern for me. I'm going to need to make a new pick soon. So for this, as I say, I kind of want to do the storage and I want to do it open to the world. So that would mean carving an area out in order to do that. I'm going to make some torches and a new pick, and then we'll figure out sort of like a length for the thing. See, with height, I can indefinitely expand upwards. If I build something tileable, I can just basically keep going upwards. Do I have any coal here? I actually do not. I didn't bring any coal with me. That's convenient. I suppose I could use the pumpkins though for now. And I believe you can reclaim pumpkins when you put them down. If you pick it up. Yeah, you get it back. So we can just use these for now. I have to run and get some torch making supplies. I've just been mainly building or bringing building stuff. So that's why I've not been as focused on stuff like coal and things like that. Because I don't really want to build with torches. I never do. So this is the area we're going to carve out. And what I'm thinking for this storage thing is we don't want anything here. This is a corridor. And then we probably want maybe a space of 3 at least, always along the edge. So like so. And then maybe like right here would be a fence. That'd be where a fence would go. And the chest would be on the other side of that. So you would have that. This is where the chest would go and so on. I'm going to throw down another one of these. And then you would probably want a gap of maybe 2 where you could walk down. And then another set of fences. I'd probably make these 3 high. So you would have 6 double chests just like that. I'm probably going to make it 2 deep. Or do we want to keep it thin? Because we could always keep it thin and build up. That would give us more visually to look at. Then maybe I could make it deep if we went out of room, possibly. So that's what I'm thinking, is I want to do those and then another 2 of these. So yeah, we'd have another gap of 2 and another gap of 2. More fences in here. That would be where the chest would go again. Just gonna break here in a sec. Would that give us enough room? It would give us enough room to finish that. Just thinking how I wanted to do the back of that though. So I could have a corridor at the end of there that leads to somewhere else. Maybe like a bulk storage area for blocks that I'm getting a ton of, like sandstone and things like that. Because I don't want to have like what I have at my current base, the East Commons, where I just keep overfilling chests with the same stuff all the time, because it does get quite annoying after a while. So having a bulk storage area would be quite nice. And also that could also leave us options for enchantment or potions later on if we needed it. But I do want to build furnaces up there for sure. Yep, there we go. So that's going to be the back of that. There'll be room there for a corridor. Then we're going to do the same thing I did over here though. There's a space of 3 and then the space of 2. So we'll do something a bit like this. I don't know. Just something to indicate that that will be a corridor eventually. There we go. That bridge definitely needs some supports. Like, it doesn't look very good from underneath, does it? So that bridge could definitely take advantage of some supports. I'm just gonna have to figure out how I really want to do that though, because do I want to use logs? Would that be too much? I suppose I could do a pattern with it, with fences and such. And then over here, we kind of just need to build our way down. Now, do I still have them on me? I don't. I was going to build some sandstone slabs and build a slab staircase down. I don't know what level that's actually at, and I don't have an easy way of getting to it, so we're just going to have to guess pretty much. This is the level. So if I go now this way a little bit, yeah, here we go, right here. I don't know if it's going to be exactly in this spot as yet, because I do know that I'm going to incorporate slabs, and I may want to do some oak decoration, kind of border it all in. As for height wise, as I say, I'm going to make this 3 high, too much exclusively, or I might even go higher. I might even make it 4 high. I wonder what that would look like. Decisions to make, decisions. And I think for now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to make this 2 stories. Just this story here, and then another one up above it, is what I'm thinking. And that'll be plenty for now. So that's kind of the idea. So the next thing I really need to work on is kind of expanding that out. getting multiple floors for that going, finish that staircase so that we can connect up to the monument, and also get some supports on this bridge, finish the lighting, etc. So I'm going to be busy for a while, but it seems to be coming together. I think once we've done that though, that'll be it for the base for now. We'll have our storage needs taken care of. We can always, as I say, come and add to it as time goes with new and enhanced features. I don't want to do it all in one go and just completely burn myself out after just getting back like this. You know, we can always explore previous areas, because we've still got everything to explore at intersection 1 and 2 yet. And that's even before we get to here. And I know that this map is a long map, so it would be nice every so often not to go exploring and, you know, face death every episode. We can space it out as much as we want, really, and have some real nice flexibility with that, with what we do. So yeah, I'm gonna get back to work here, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. So work has continued, and a lot more progress has been made, although it is currently raining, so I kind of want to sleep. So what I'll do is I'll go and quickly sleep, and then I'll take you over some of the changes that have been made to the area here at the Victory Monument. Thought there was something up there then, but it was just a skeleton. So I'm going to run in here. I really need to move the bed, that is for sure. But it's been kind of fine over here up to this point, so... Of course, you can only sleep at night. I forgot about that. So yeah, I'm going to have to move this stuff as well, which I've not done yet. But I'm thinking about putting trees in here. Yeah, there's farming stuff in there, but we're not using it. So I guess we're just going to have to deal with the rain noise. I'm going to turn the sound off, just so I don't have to deal with that awful rain noise. So, well, I don't like it completely off. There we go. So this is the Victory Monument here. Nothing has really changed. I finished terraforming the area with dirt, and I've started planting wheat all along here, and it's been growing. I've been harvesting it, getting bread, so we're good on food. Added these supports to that bridge that I talked about. Got decorative with some fences. I think it looks quite nice, I have to say. Kind of complements the whole area quite well. I dug a tunnel down to the Victory Monument here from our storage area that we started working on. And I've got these pumpkins in the wall for lighting. Now, long term, I want to replace these with glowstone. I just don't have any right now to do that with, and I have pumpkins, so we're using pumpkins. Added this mossy thing, because I was finding that the fact that it was all sandstone, it made it all one colour. And there was really nothing to pick out, because this stuff is kind of similar to sandstone. So I added that for some more colour, and I think it's paid off pretty nicely. Got all of my items sorted out. I've got blocks of various kinds, sandstone, wood items, lighting materials, and just miscellaneous blocks. That's cardboard, stone bricks, etc. Dirt, glass, soul sand, pumpkins. This chest here is just full of stuff that I'm not really sure what to do with. There's records in here for when we get a jukebox. I'm just going to take that. We can put that on the monument. Books, I'm not really sure what I want to do with. And then there's like potion brewing stuff and that locked chest. That's all kind of just miscellaneous nonsense at the moment that I'm not really sure what to do with. So then there's this sort of upper area where we go up, and this is all my item storage. So redstone and ores will go in there eventually. Maybe I might convert this though and put rails in there instead. Various mob drops, various kinds. Tools and armor. So you can see my various tools, armor, bits and bobs in there. Growables, so food items, bone meal, reeds, saplings, etc. are all going in there. More of the same with the pumpkin lighting and whatnot. This up here goes to the rail lines that we have. So down that way, I believe, goes to intersection 2, I think. And this one here is intersection 1. So we've got access to those. I put in a bridge along here. It doesn't go anywhere yet, nor does it have any supports or anything. I just kind of put this in initially, just so that we had it. I'll work on it later. And that's pretty much it. As for what I've done, I also finished off the lights here. Now, there's still a lot to be done at this base, make no mistake about that. There's still a lot to be done, but I did say earlier in the video that it was not my intention to do it all in one episode. We're going to kind of add to it as we go. There's a few things that I've picked up on that I really need to work on or improve. I'm going to get rid of that torch there. There's a few spots here and there, like where that skeleton is, that mobs can spawn in that I want to take care of. But that'll happen with time. I want to finish off this wheat field. It just takes time to get all the seeds to grow. I want to convert all of the sandstone in this area to this type of sandstone, just so that it looks a little bit nicer. But again, that's going to take time. Some more decorative stuff upstairs, amongst various other little tasks. Nothing extensive per se, but you know, kind of minor little tasks that I want to take care of. And that'll just come in time, you know, as the map develops, then we'll add to this, because I still don't have an area for the eventual enchanting table we'll get, and also the eventual brewing. So I'm going to need to add those areas anyway. Up there's going to be furnaces at some point. Haven't worked on that yet. And I'm thinking up above here where this is, I might have another bridge that goes across there. That'll be where I put my enchantment stuff. Possibly. Either that or potion brewing will go up there, and we might have enchantment somewhere else. But for now, that's a good start on the base, I would say. It's coming together bit by bit, and I'm really liking what we have so far. And I have to say, I'm really liking what we have. The next thing I really want is to get some glowstone together, and then once we do that, I'll be okay, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and put the magenta wall on the monument now that we brought it here. I also need to ferry a lot more items to this base from other bases. So anyway, on a 3, 2, 1. First wool. I'll try and find the sound effect that I used in my old series. If I can't find it, then I'll have just been a bit weird then, but whatever. So first wool on the monument. I think what we'll do next episode is we will try and head towards intersection 1 again, and try and complete the areas at intersection 1. The white and orange wool, that castle place, and the floating shards. And we'll try and get one of those two done next episode, and you know, try and wrap up intersection 1 next. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope to see you in the next episode, and until then, see you later and have a good day.